Our teacher Habib Ali, Zayn al-Abidin Ibn Abdul Rahman al-Jifri was asked in Damascus. He was asked in Damascus by a student who said that before I studied Arabic and before I knew the translation of my prayer, because I didn't know Arabic, before I knew Arabic, when I would pray, I would have an excitement in my prayer. I would have an excitement in my prayer. Now that I've studied Arabic, sometimes I feel that I lose that excitement. Sometimes I feel that I've lost that excitement. So where have I gone wrong? What's happening to me? And I thought to myself, how will the Shaykh answer this? But listen to his answer, it was so amazing. He said, when you were praying before you knew Arabic, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was giving you a state known as Haal. He was giving you something known as Haal, which means, literally in Arabic, it means state. Right? And this is a terminology of the awliya radiallahu anhum when they say Haal, state. Right? What do they mean? Right? They mean an exciting state that a servant has with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. An exciting state that a servant has with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So for example, sometimes you might be making a dua or you might be praying and you feel such an excitement in your heart that it seems like something is juggling your heart and it makes you ecstatic. But this doesn't happen all the time. This only happens sometimes. So the Shaykh said, before you knew Arabic, you were in a state of Haal, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was showering you with this ecstatic state. But now that you know Arabic, your responsibility has become greater, and now you are in a station known as Maqam. Maqam, which means station. And he said, when you are at a station, you have to work hard. When you're at a station, you have to work hard and exert greater efforts. You have to exert greater efforts to stay steadfast upon that station that Allah gives you. Is that clear? And then he said, within that maqam, within that station, every so often Allah will give you a Haal also, an ecstatic time. But don't expect that ecstatic time to be all the time. Another example, you're working and at the end of the month, your wage comes through to your account. Your wage comes through to your account and you get your payslip, right? A few months down the road, your manager comes to you and says, you've got a pay rise. You get excited. Now tell me, the excitement that you have on the day that he informs you that you've got a pay rise, will that excitement stay with you for the rest of the year when you've seen that figure that's gone up? It won't stay with you. On the day that you're told you've got a pay rise, you'll be excited. At the end of the month, when you get that extra amount in your wage, you'll be excited. When it comes to the second month, you'll be bored of it. You're used to it now. When it comes to the third month, you're even more used to it. Right? So where's that excitement gone of the first day when your manager told you you will get a pay rise? It's gone, it's disappeared. Now when you are having that same wage which is raised, you come into a maqam. Now you have to force yourself to be content with that. You have to force yourself to be content with that. Then a year passes, 2 years pass, and after 2 years you get another pay rise. And you are excited again on the day of that pay rise, but again, after a few months, you come back to your maqam and you lose the Haal. The Haal is there to give you a boost that takes you towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but don't expect that Haal to stay with you constantly. Why? Because that Haal is there to boost you to your maqam, and when you reach your maqam, you have to start exerting effort to stay within your maqam so that you are given another Haal that pushes you to the next wage rise. Is that clear? Right? So often what happens is people start to practice and something exciting brings them into practice. Right? Sometimes it's something exciting and sometimes it's something dramatic. dramatic. So for example, someone has a happiness in their life which excites them so much that they are so happy within themselves, they say, I'm going to start practicing now, praying my 5 daily prayers. That was a hal, an exciting state that brought them out of their state and into practice. Now they shouldn't expect that excitement to stay with them all the time. Now they have to start grafting. Now they have to start to sweat. Now they have to start working hard. Likewise, sometimes something dramatic happens in a person's life that they start to practice. They have an accident and they see death before themselves. They have an accident, they see death before themselves, and Allah saves them from that, and then they repent and turn back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now that event in their life was a boost for them to bring them to their maqam. Within their maqam, what do they have to do within their maqam? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about that, and He says, وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا. And those who make mujahada and exert their efforts in our way, we shall guide them to our paths. Subulana. لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ. By Allah, indeed we shall guide them to our paths. Right? So, sometimes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us an exciting state. So for example, Eid day is exciting, isn't it? Eid day is exciting. But tell me, the day of Eid, is it like the day after and the day before? No. The excitement that you have on Eid day, you won't have it the day after and the day before. Is that clear? On the day after and the day before, you have to graft, you have to work hard, and you have to live your life and push along in life. Whereas when an exciting day comes, it's as if extra blessings and mercy descends from the heavens and gives you a boost. Likewise, when worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we have to have da'ab. And what's da'ab? Da'ab is to work hard, graft, and sweat in Allah's obedience. And when we work hard in Allah's obedience, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will send us these presents of ahwal, of states that give us a boost and raise us higher.